Hi, this is Umar, and today I would like you to demonstrate about my new video on Python language, the basics of the Python language. So let's start. But before starting, I would like you to subscribe my channel and put on the uh, subscription button and the bell icon so that you could know about my new upcoming videos as well. So let's start. Before starting, I will suggest you to first install the Python language on your system. If you have a Windows, there is one version for the Windows on the python.org website, and one version is over there for the Linux, and one version for the Mac. I have already installed for the Python 3.8.2 for you. Not installed, but I have already downloaded. You can see in my previous video that how you can install Python language, but I will give you overview how you can do like this. For example, we just started now. We just start now. So here it is. I just click on the link. I have already installed it. I installed, downloaded it, and I would like it to install it some. For example, this is the location, or I just customize the location. Just give it to somewhere else. For example, I just install it on, let's see, let's suppose I install it on the D drive, and okay, and here I just put on Python, okay, and D install. Now it's asking me for installing the Python language. So in the meantime, when it is installing, we just go back to our lecture and start the lecture. Okay, let's start. What is actually Python language? Python is a language in this nowadays. Mostly scientific applications and other things are using it. Basically, what actually it is, I just give you one overview about it. So here it is. Basically, it is a popular language, programming language, which is mostly used for the web development, software development, mathematics, and system scripting mostly. We can deploy the code of the Python on the server side so that it can run from the server for the web application as well. It is also used for some performing some calculations in the complex mathematical application as well, and for prototyping we can also use it. And Python is available for both for many platforms like Windows, Mac, Linux, Raspberry Pi, and its syntax is somehow very easy. It's resemble to mathematics and English, you can say that. And it works also as an interpreter system, like for example when the code is executed at the time when it is written, so there is no other steps are involved in that. And most importantly, the version which we are using for this tutorial is 3.8.2, but after 3 the latest version has been coming with some variations as well. Python was designed for readability and has some similarity to the English language, as I already told you, and it has both the command line interface and some basic user interface as well. And more important thing, in Python we have to use the indentation, white spaces, scope, and like I mean to say that there is specific syntax and specific rules for writing code in the Python language. So when we are just moving further, we will get to know many things. So let's move further. Here my Python is been installing over here. I think it is already installed. So how I will use, so I will use from here, like for example as already I have installed it over here. To check if you have Python installed on PC, you can check the version of the Python, or you can check whether it is installed on the system or not. You can write like that. For example, you just put command line like this. I just give you step by step, and you might know that I have installed it on the D drive. Okay, so this cd dot dot, and I just put and go to the D drive, cd Python. Here it is. Okay, so if I use like this version, maybe it will work. Is not recognized. 1 minute. I just use the command like version. Okay, so here it is. It is showing me the version of the Python which I have already installed, 3.8.2. Okay, so in this way you can check what version you have installed in your machine. So in the same way you can also you can also use any like for example bracket or any notepad file with the key and save the file as a .py extension. For example, here you can save some file as hello world.py in the name of your Python file, and you can run it from the location from where you want to run it. For example, you can put it on the server side and you can run from there as well. So let's move further. Let's write our first Python called hello world py, which can be done in a text editor. I have already told you this is the hello world program. So they have write something some file. For example, I just put it for you. I just start like this. For example, I just put it on the notepad. I put control V. I just save it as hello world. Save it. Where I should save it? I should save it on the drive in which the Python file has been installed. So my Python I installed over here. I just save it as hello world dot text, not dot text. I have to put it as all files, and I put have to dot py. I have to save it as a py file. Okay, if I save it, and it should be, the output should be like this. Okay, so if I run it for you, like I come over here, I have to put Python and I have to put the name of the file, which in my context is hello world.py. Hello world.py. So it is giving you the output hello world. Okay, which is this one. Okay, so both the ways you can run the program, but it is more better you just run directly on the command line or some interface, user interface, which given by the this Python. Okay, so we have run the program. Now if you move further, we can also use the key. If Python not work with you, you can also use the word py for running the program or running your file. For example, I can use directly in my command line as this, like that. Over here I come over here and I put print hello world. If I run it, cannot find file. Okay, so it could not find the file. What I need to do, okay, Python print hello world. Cannot find the file hello world. Anyway, so I just move further with some other code. I just try to some other way to run this command. I just move further. Okay, first what I need to do is over here I just have to move like this Python, and this Python is there, and print whether it is working or not. I just check the interpreter. Sorry, I just move like this Python and print example, I just check for it. Hello. Why it is not working? That is what I'm trying to find out. Mhm. Okay. Second way which we can use to get the command directly run on the like Python shell, we can use the Python shell as well. For example, I already installed. Here it is. So I can put directly command over here and just run the commands. For example, if I put over there, instead of creating the py file, I put hello over here, hello world. It will work. See, it will work. So both way we can use, but it's up to us that what method we can use. So let's move further. Okay, what is Python indentation? Now we come to the indentation part. I just move further. Indentation means we have to use specific spaces, like for over here, if you can see, if 5 is greater than 2 and there we have used some space over here, if we don't use over there, then it will give the syntax error. So this is like for example, if we are writing some code for the Python language, we have to take care of these things. Okay, so if I just show you, so it is giving 5 is greater than 2, it is working fine. Okay, similarly over here, if you the number of space is up to you as a program, but it has to be at least one. For example, if you are giving over here as one space over here, and if you are giving as a 2 space, it will work. If I give 3 space, it will also work. Okay, so uh, you it is up to the programmer that how you indent your code to increase the readability of the code. For example, here if you come to the here you see this example, you have to the same number of in the same block of code, otherwise Python will give you error. For example, this is a block of code. Okay, if 5 is greater than 2, 5 is greater than 2, and the same block, if I use single space and then I use in the same block as a 3 space or 2 space, it will be give me error. For example, if I just show you, you can see over here. Actually my internet connection is a little bit slow, anyways, but it will work now. So it is giving me unexpected error. Okay, now move little further. Now we will just discuss about the Python variables. What are the variables? Like in other languages, Python language also has some variables, for example, but the difference is that in the Python the variables are being created when we are assigning some value to the variable. For example, we don't need to be declare some variable. For example, if you just see in this example, I have used one like variable x equal to 5 and y equal to hello world. Okay, so hello world is a string. Okay, and in Python there is no character data type. Okay, but if it is a if our data type is like single character, then we can say that a single string over there. Okay, so let's move. Oh, this is the variables in the Python. If I just show you, this is 5 x5, I am printing 5, and y hello world is y hello world. Okay, this is how the variables works in the Python. If we just move further, then in the commenting section, the method for the commenting in the Python is we have to put this tag, so that after this tag we have to put print hello world. Okay, so it means that this is not be read by the interpreter. Okay, this part is a comment, so it is not read by the interpreter or the engine of the Python. So this will be printed only. You can see that over here. Similarly, this is an exercise. Now we just move further. Problem in the net, I think so. What will show? Okay, So comment we have covered. We can also write the comment in this way to increase the readability of our code, so that it will not be like for example read by the engine, or this syntax is neglected. So this will be only print. We can see over here as well as like this hello world will only be print over here. Okay. So next move further, and now one more technique in which we just write the comment in the Python environment, like that. We just, if we want to multi-line comments, we can put like that. This is a comment written in more. This is all will be increase the readability, but it will not be read by the interpreter of the Python. So it will move further. One more way we can use, like for example, if we want a big comment for our code, then we have to write 3 commas like this, and this is the ending area. So this is a comment written in more than just one line. If we just see it, the output will be the same, but the comment will be like this. So in this way we can also write our comments in the Python. Now we just further explore some other things in the Python variables, about Python variables. Over here we already declared that x is equal to 5 and y equal to John, and if we print x and y, it will be just printed like normal variable values. So here one more example: x equal to 4, x is of type integer. X is a variable which is of type integer. Okay. And is similarly x is equal to Sally, x is now of type. Now we are just changing the data type of the variable. For example, we just declare x variable as an integer, and then we just assign some value to the same variable x, but now this time we are giving it as a string variable. So when we print, it will be print the Sally ones, the last ones, you can see. So Sally is printed over here. Okay. Similarly, if I put like this, x equal to John, so x is the same as John. Like for example, if I put John in single quote, or if I put John in double quote, this meaning same, the same result will be printed. Okay. So there are some procedures like methods which we can use to declare a variable in Python. For example, a variable name must start with some letter or some underscore character, or the variable name cannot be start with a number, or variable name can only contain alphanumeric characters or underscores like this. Okay. And variable names are case sensitive, so age, like, and this age and this age, all are different variables. Okay. Some examples are over here. For example, legal variable names are my var equal to John, my var John, we are using underscore again, my var John. It is legal. But what is illegal? If I start with a 2, so 2 we cannot start with a digital word, any digit. So it's similarly I cannot start with like in between, I cannot use dash. Similarly I cannot use space. Okay. So this all will be giving errors. So another way to assign the values to the variable is like that. If I just put x y z equal to orange, banana, cherry over here, if you can see over here, this is one of the way we can assign values to these variables. And if I just print, it will print orange, banana and cherry like this. You can see over here, orange, banana and cherry. Okay. Same way, if I put x equal to y equal to z equal to orange, like I assign both like all variables as the value orange, and if I like print it x y z, then orange only will be printed over there. Okay. Similarly, you can see over here we can also combine text with some variable by using this operator, plus operator. Okay. Like this, like we are putting awesome value to the x, and now print Python is x, means I am just combining both the values. Like Python is, now what is printed? Python is awesome. You can see over here, Python is awesome. Like I am just combining this x variable value to this string. Okay. Same way, I can also do like this. If I just assign x equal to python is and y equal to awesome. Okay, and if I put x plus y, like I am combining x with y and putting this variable value in the next variable z, and if I print z, then what will be printed? Python is awesome. Okay, like over here, Python is awesome. So in this way we can also use the variables and printing their values. Similarly, for numbers, if I put the value of x equal to 5 and y equal to 10, and if I just combine them, then it means that now I am not joining, I am just doing the plus operation on these keywords. For example, 5 plus 10 equal to 15. 15 will be printed. Okay. Similarly, if we try to combine with some string with a number, it will give error. For example, if I am assigning a value to variable 5 as x, I assign the value of 5 to the variable x, and assign the value of John to variable y, and if I join them x plus y, it doesn't mean anything. It will give error. Okay. Similarly, one more thing in Python is variable global variables. Global variable is just a variable which we can declare outside the block of a function. For example, if we just consider over here, I just make a variable x with the value awesome, and I just define a function. In the function, for functions we just define like this: def my function, and this is the end of the function. Okay, so if I just put print Python is x, means I already assigned the value awesome to x, and it is declared outside of this block. So what will be printed? Python is awesome. This will be printed over there. Okay, but if I move over here further, see, create a variable with the same name. Okay, I can also use the same variable name inside the block of the function. For example, if I just give the value awesome to the variable x, and inside this function I give it a value of fantastic. So what will be printed? Python is x, means Python is fantastic. This will be printed over there. Okay, and for this function. But if I just print it outside this code, then what will be printed? Mostly this will be printed, because this value has the scope of the inside the function, but outside the function this has the value. So what will be printed? Python is awesome. We just try it like this: Python is fantastic and Python is awesome. What you mean? Understand? When this will execute it, only this value is printed, this one. And when this statement is executed, what value is printed? This value of x variable, because this is defined as a global, like its scope can be seen outside the function as well. I hope you understand. Okay, same way we can also use the global keyword in our function. As for example, if you just consider this example, I just in my function I just assign I just give an x variable as a global variable. So I am just assigning this variable as a fantastic value. So when I print this variable as Python is, so what will be printed? Python is fantastic. Okay, so because I have declared this as a global variable, it can be seen outside the function as well. Okay, now let's move further. Same way you can see over here the same concept. Inside this I just assign this variable as a global x, and outside this I just assign this as awesome value. Okay, and here I am assigning the x variable the value fantastic, and if I just print it, Python is x, means with what value will be printed? Okay, so only this value will be printed. We just try it like this: Python is fantastic. Why? Because this value has been overwritten with this value fantastic. Okay, so when we just print it, this value is only printed. You can see fantastic over here, see over there. Okay, so this is how this global yani keyword of Python works. Okay, so let's move little further. Now some data types, um, like some other languages, Python also have some data types as well. For example, if we just consider over here, text type is a string str, and similarly numeric type data types are some integer, float and complex, like some other languages. And sequence type is list, tuple, range, like arrays. And mapping type is dictionary. Set type is set, frozen set. These are the default data types of Python language. Similarly, binary type is bytes, byte array, memory view, like this. If we just consider one example, print the data type of a variable x. So we can use the function, built-in function of type, to find out the data type of that variable. For example, if I need to find out the data type of x, I can find out, it will give me the data type of 5, which is integer. Okay, I will just try it like this. Class integer, it is belong to class integer. Okay, same way we can use other data types like this. For example, I am just assigning hello world to x and try it. You can try it yourself. Similarly, now I'm assigning 20 to x and 20.5 to x. This is this is a float. So 1j, when I put j, it means it is a complex variable. Like I am concatenating 1 as a, and with the combination of j, it means it is a complex data type. Okay. Similarly, the list apple, banana, cherry. This is a list type. Okay, so apple, banana, cherry with this round quotes is a tuple. And similarly, I can also assign the range to some variable as range. Similarly, with curly brackets, I can put like this, like name John, age 36. You can see this is a dictionary, means name is John, age is 36. Okay, this way we can also define in the Python. Same way, there is, you can see apple, banana, cherry. This is also set. Frozen set is one more data type. You can say x equal to true is a bool data type. B hello means is a bytes. Byte array means it's an array of bytes, like other languages. Memory view bytes is also memory view is another data type. So these are some of the data types of the Python language. So that's it for now. We will meet in the next lecture. So that's it for now. I hope you have enjoyed this lecture. And more main things which we have covered in this lecture is the introduction, and what is the basic data types, then syntax and the comments and the variables of the Python language. And before ending, don't forget to subscribe my channel so that you can get the updates about my new videos. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. Thank you.